Ballet is for everyone, and now it's for anyone who has a computer. We're Anaheim Ballet. This is More Than Dance, Season 2. Hey guys, this is part 3 in our 4-part variation series, and before I turn you over to our guest coaches, just a couple quick things. One, if you hear the kids talking about Sasha, they're actually talking about Alexander Greshenko, and he allowed them to call him that. I still have to call him sir. Also, if you hear them talking about port-de-bras, no, they're not talking about their underwear. It basically just means arm movement. So, Jillana, what are you doing here today?
I'm here today coaching, and I used to be with the New York City Ballet for 20 years, as a matter of fact. I'm just trying to pass on what I have learned from Mr. Valentin, and I'm trying to get it across to as many young people as I can so that he lives on and on and on. I feel that now there's just too much competition as to how high you can get your leg, how many pirouettes you can do. I like to see more movement and more feeling coming from the dancers than I see now. I think that we used to have a lot more of that then. I don't know, I just think that people are just so interested in getting their legs higher, doing more pirouettes than the other person, jumping higher, whatever, and I don't think it's coming from the soul. And I just would like to see more dancers dancing rather than just performing steps. Yeah, I think passion was in me, and it still is, and that's why I love to see a dancer that I saw today. Quite a few of the dancers here at the Anaheim Ballet have that passion in them, and it's hard to find these days. It's very far and few between, if that's the right way to say it, that you see these young dancers with passion.
My name is Alexander Greshenko. Originally, I'm from Bolshoi Ballet Company. I taught in many different studios, colleges, universities, and privately in the companies. I'm the person who came with a very deep root of traditions, so which I really appreciate to my education. So not everywhere you can see the students who really understand what you're talking about when you bring those traditions, here when you coach. What's good about Anaheim Ballet Studio, Anaheim Ballet Company, that they keep traditions of many different styles, and I see those kind of different type of flavors through the students. Okay, so everybody has very good turns, everybody has nice presence. Not everybody can be with great abilities, and I see that in that particular studio, people with okay abilities, they do the best they can, which is very important for classical training or any kind of training. So I usually am very passionate. Not because I'm greatest or I'm special, no, because the people who taught me, they were very special, not to me in general. I'm extremely lucky because I grew up with a great generation. Actually, I would like to name them. Vladimir Vasilyev, Liep, of course, Liep, both Liepas, father and son, Ekaterina Maximova, Vladimir Lavrovsky, Grigorovich. I mean, all those names, it's treasure for classical dance, so, and many another name. So those names always will be in my heart, not in my brain, and I always give that expression when I, suck like a sponge from them, so I want to give to my students, and if they understand me, that's very, very valuable for me.
Jillana, I was actually really scared going in because I was like, oh my gosh, I've never really worked with her before, so I just didn't know what to expect. She focuses a lot on the feet, and I mean a lot on arms too, but mostly on the feet, and it was really good because she really emphasized just like rolling through and just showing off your foot, especially like when I do a PK and a roll down and the other foot like goes through. It's just really showing off the feet.
Jillana was awesome. She really helped me with the lines of the movement and the character a lot more, and more of the upper body and keeping my shoulders down. Yeah, it was awesome.
Working with Sasha it's very nice to be working with a person that knows how the ballet world works and what the audience looks for. Him giving me corrections was I took them, and a lot of the stuff that he was telling me was mostly arms, my port-de-bras, especially doing arms that I'm not really familiar with, and trying to learn the arms that he wants me to do. It is very difficult, but I eventually got the hang of it. I probably still need to work on it, but it just takes time doing the corrections he was giving me.
I liked it. It was fun. I mean, he pushed me really hard. It was hard though. He kept wanting me to do this, like he wanted me to do something like completely different than how I had learned it, and I was trying, but it wasn't going too well.
Jillana, oh, I love that woman. She was also, she gave me good comments and she gave me good, suggestions. She told me to also be more gentle, especially my satinella. She told me that I should suck it up when I turn, which was a very powerful comment. And like every time I turn, just kick my ribs in and do sit-ups.
The best part of working with Sasha is that he notices every little thing, and then we rehearse it a few times so you get consistent and you also develop the stamina to continue doing it. The worst part was probably having to do everything so many different times, especially the things that aren't necessarily that fun, like working on just your arm placement and finger placement. I remember he said to keep your arms up. Sasha's very lively, very into it because he really knows what he's talking about.
The best part about working with Sasha was that you're getting a different coach's viewpoint, a different person. He's trained differently. It's just getting another viewpoint of another technique style. And so it was really fun getting his input. And he focuses a lot on just like all the port de bras and just being really full. On port de bras, on just like leaning into the movement and just making it a lot fuller, a lot of, épaulement, stuff like that. So it actually did really help with everything after that.
Passion.
This has been Anaheim Ballet More Than Dance, the world's first weekly ballet video podcast and YouTube channel. Stay tuned. Next week is the last episode in the Variation series. Special thank you this week, of course, to Alexander Greshenko, who took time out from his busy and demanding schedule, as well as Jillana, who took a brief break from the directorial duties of her own school. Also, a special thank you to Roland Nguyen, who helped make the Jillana segments possible. Well, we'll be back next week. Subscribe if you want to be updated when the new episodes come out. You can do that either on iTunes or YouTube. And as always, thanks for rating this video. It helps spread the word. Well, we'll be back next week. Thanks, guys.